let me ask you something. If we zoom into your body, deeper and deeper and deeper, what do we eventually find? Not organs, not tissues. We find cells. Your entire body, your brain, your skin, your heart, is built from tiny living units called cells. And the crazy part is, each one of those cells is like a tiny city working 24 hours a day. Today, let's break it down in a simple way. Welcome back to Balanced Living Tips. In the last video, we talked about how the human body works, but today we go one level deeper. We're going to understand the smallest living unit of your body, the cell. Once you understand cells, you start understanding how life actually works. What exactly is a cell? Think of a cell like a tiny living machine. Your body has about 37 trillion cells. That means if you could line them up, they would be more than you could ever imagine counting. Each cell is extremely small. You can't see it with your eyes. You need a microscope. But even though they are tiny, they are fully alive. Every cell can produce energy, communicate, repair itself, and sometimes even reproduce. So when scientists say the cell is the basic unit of life, what they mean is this: everything that is alive is made of cells. Think of a cell like a tiny city. The easiest way to understand a cell is to imagine it like a mini city. Every city has different departments doing different jobs. The same thing happens inside a cell. Let's look at a few important parts. Inside the cell, there is something called the nucleus. You can think of it like the control center of the cell. Inside the nucleus is DNA. DNA is basically the instruction manual for your entire body. It contains the information for things like your eye color, your height, how your body builds proteins, how your cells repair themselves. So whenever a cell needs to do something important, it checks the instructions in the DNA. It's like a factory checking the blueprint before building something. Now, every city needs power. Inside the cell, the structures responsible for energy are called mitochondria. These are often called the powerhouses of the cell. Their job is to convert the food you eat into usable energy. That energy is stored in something called ATP. ATP is basically the fuel that powers everything in your body. Your muscles need ATP to move. Your brain needs ATP to think. Your heart needs ATP to beat. Without mitochondria producing energy, cells would simply stop functioning. Every city also needs security and borders. Cells have something called the cell membrane. This is a thin protective layer that surrounds the entire cell. Its job is very important. It decides what enters the cell and what leaves the cell. For example, it allows things like oxygen, nutrients, and water to come inside, but it blocks harmful substances. So you can think of the cell membrane like a security gate protecting the city. One thing many people don't realize is this: your cells never stop working. Right now, inside your body, cells are producing energy. Cells are building proteins. Cells are repairing damage. Cells are removing waste. And all of this is happening every second. You don't feel it. You don't think about it. But your body is constantly running millions of microscopic processes. Another interesting thing is that not all cells do the same job. Your body actually has more than 200 different types of cells. For example, red blood cells carry oxygen. Brain cells send electrical signals. Muscle cells help you move. Immune cells fight infections. Even though they all come from the same DNA, they specialize in different tasks. It's like workers in a company. Everyone has a different role. Cells also have the ability to divide and create new cells. This process is called cell division. It's how your body grows. It's also how your body heals wounds. When you cut your skin, new cells are created to replace the damaged ones. But this process has to stay balanced and controlled. If cells divide too fast without control, it can lead to diseases like cancer. So when you think about your body, don't just think about organs like the heart or lungs. Think about the trillions of cells working together to keep you alive. Every heartbeat, every thought. It all starts with cells. In the next video, we're going to explore something even more fascinating: how cells communicate with each other. Because even though they are tiny, they are constantly sending messages across your entire body, and that's what keeps everything working in harmony.